What is good everyone, DSG Panther here. Today we are on the little GoPro instead of the Sony A7. Just thought I'd use the little GoPro to change it up a little bit. But yeah, today we're going to be answering questions that people always ask about the Polos. Mainly the DSG, but also a couple that will help you guys with the manuals as well, like brakes, exhaust setups, setups, you know, etc, stuff like that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video and answer your questions that have been answered on Facebook groups. Let's get into it.
Legendary made this one.
So the first question is, as you guys will be able to see on the screen, is I'm looking at changing my rear disc and pads, replaced with genuine VW or EBC yellow stuff. Now on my car, as you guys probably will know, I am actually running EBC disc and also yellow pads inside there, and this car is driven very hard and I've not had one problem with these discs. They do get hot very quickly. And then also on the back for the disc I have Halo Performance. Shout out to Halo Performance. These are grooved, as you can see in there, but this is also yellow pads on the back. So for my opinion, I would recommend yellow stuff for the pads, and then Halo Performance groove vented discs, I think they're actually called, on the front and the rear, which I will be getting the fronts very soon. So Halo Performance, hurry up, sort me out. But yeah, so that's what I recommend for the pads and the brake setups if you're not anything more than stage 2. So this is stage 1 plus, and it literally brakes fine when I rag it. Yeah, we don't go over speed limits. But yeah, so EBC stuff, pads, and also yellow stuff, pads, and also EBC discs. They are perfect. Okay, so the next question that I actually get asked quite a lot, and this is actually on the Facebook group instead, but I actually get this question asked so many times. I don't know how many times I have to answer it. I thought I might as well do a video, so we're going to answer it now anyway. So Lewis Bailey, shout out to you because you are in my Polo group chat on Facebook. He put, just picked up my GTI. Does it have Apple CarPlay? But it says contact dealer for activation code, but I've been told it needs nav to have Apple CarPlay, or do I just need VW to do it for me? Any advice? So the way that Apple CarPlay works in this car is some units in these Polo GTIs, I think it's from 16 and on, will actually say to you, you need VW to activate the code for you, or they would just have Apple CarPlay already. Now my car, luckily, because it's a 16 plate, actually already came with Apple CarPlay. I just needed to get activated, and there's a very certain way to do that. I have done a video up here, you'll be able to go and watch that. I have actually done a full in-depth video. I've taken all my head unit out and how I actually managed to get Apple CarPlay activated for only £80, which VW normally charge about £400. So please don't waste your money. If you need a new unit, all you need to do is take the unit out of the glove box, which I will show you, which is literally, open this up and it is literally in there. You guys can see it's in that bit there. That is where the unit is that you take out, replace it. You have to take all the glove box out. As I said, there is a video already. And then you have Apple CarPlay on your head unit, which I do. So that is how you get Apple CarPlay. I know a lot of people ask this question, so hopefully this sums it up for anyone that is looking to get Apple CarPlay or needs to get activated. VAG Adaptions or Northeast VAG Adaptions, I think it is the best place to go to get Apple CarPlay activated on your Polo GTI. Okay, so the next question actually is from someone in the Polo group as well, and that is regarding what is the point in this sport button? Like everyone says, what's the point in this sport button? Now the whole point in this sport button is it actually stiffens up the steering wheel. So if you like a bit of track road, that made no sense, did it? Track road. If you like a bit of track driving and also like fast road driving, then the sport button mode is perfect for you. I mean, I think it's makes more sense to have it in a DSG than it does in a manual, because obviously DSG you get the quicker shifts in sport mode, it's a little bit quicker, etc, stuff like that. In a manual I probably wouldn't go with the sport button personally, but in a DSG I would 100% recommend that the sport button, it makes more sense to have it. But yes, it just tightens up the steering wheel. You usually get adaptive suspension, so it gets a bit tighter, stiffens up when you're on corners. But as I said, manual, you might as well just go coilovers. But with DSG I would recommend just getting the sport kit button. The other specs aren't really that important. Heated seats is nice to have in the winter. I don't have a pan roof, but I've got everything else, so I can't complain. But yeah, sport mode, I'd recommend it for DSGs. If you're getting a manual, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Okay, so the next question I get asked, which is like probably another really common question, is where are your rear lights from? How do you fit them, and etc, stuff like that. So if you didn't actually know, these are some aftermarket rear lights. Now everyone thinks these are called VLANs. They're not. They're just a basic headlight that you can get on Alibaba or or etc, places like that. And all it is just a replacement unit. If I open the boot, you will see it's literally an OEM replacement part. You just take this here, there is a video on this up here if you want to go and watch it. You just take all this out, and then you have the reland, and these have actually got sequential indicators. So if I show you here on my GTI key, you can see, look, there's all swipey. Does it on both sides as well. There you go. Yeah, these are really cool lights. They just make the car look a lot newer than it actually is. And obviously we've got a 21 plate. Well, it's not actually a 21 plate, but it says 21 on the DSG. So people might think it's a newer car than it actually is. But yeah, 100% recommend these cars. These are lights. You can buy them on DSG mods very soon. They might already be on this. If they are, go and get the link in the description. But yeah, these are really awesome to fit. It doesn't say GTI when you want to fit them. I did see that in his question. He said, does it fit GTIs? Yes, it does. All the Polos are the same shape rear lights. So yeah, hope this helps, my guy. But yeah, definitely recommend these rear lights. So much better. And they also do them in clear, which is like this. It's all blacked out. Or they do it in like a normal red color for, like, you know, if you don't want to black your car out, etc. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the side of the car, and this question was also in the Polo group as well on Facebook, and this person was asking what is the best spacers and lowering springs to put on the Polos. Now, in my opinion, if you don't want to go coilovers, which is a lot of money and a lot of labour time, I would recommend Vogtland. I think that's how you say it, Vogtland, whenever you say it. Love the brand, honestly. 6 springs. These are what I'd recommend it on. I can't remember the drop exactly. I think it's 30 or 35 mil on the front, and these are just standard 17-inch wheels that come with the Polo, and that is the arch gap there. It literally sits pretty much perfect, and the spaces on the front are 10 mil and on the 11 mil actually on the front, and on the rear it is 16 mil, and as you can see, it literally just drops it so perfectly. It's not too low. I have never ever scraped this car on a bump, and I drive to London a lot, as a lot of my friends are from up there and car meets, and I've never ever scraped. Literally, look, this splitter is in perfect condition. I've never scraped anything on here. So personally, I think Vogtland springs and also some forge spacers are what I recommend for this car. If you don't want to slam it, you need to daily it, that is what I'd recommend for the Polo. Okay, so final question that everyone asks is this DSG reliable? Does it need fixing? How good? What do I need to look out for in the DSGs when I'm buying one, etc, etc, etc. Now, I'm out of breath, but I need to carry on talking because these DSGs are fine as long as you buy the right one. Now, high mileage, you don't want to buy. Secondly, you don't want to buy anything over 60k because these gearboxes have probably been ragged by someone. I wouldn't recommend buying a modified DSG Polo GTI. Just don't do it. I would not recommend that. Now, when you first buy your Polo, I had clutch slip about 20 miles, I don't know, maybe 10,000 miles in. Now, I went and took that down to TVS to get the stage 2 plus gearbox map, and after that I never had a single problem with this gearbox. No clutch slip, nothing. So when you first get a Polo and you got a DSG, I 100% recommend mainly TVS, but probably any DSG map will be fine for this car. I just promise, please do that. When you first get it, just go and get a DSG map, like the half decent DSG. RTMG do one, TVS do one. So there's 2 places there. EcoTune probably will do you one as well. So just make sure you go to one of them 3 places to get a gearbox map, because I don't want people blowing the gearboxes up. Just, you need to get a gearbox map, and then you will never have a problem again. Servicing wise, you probably don't need to service it. I had a new clutch put in at 50,000 miles, the upgraded clutch, so my car was fine. I would recommend an upgraded clutch as well if you want power. If you don't want power, stage 1, a light stage 1 with cap torque will probably be fine. But mine was slipping even with cap torque and a DSG map, so that was tuned. Stock, I never had a problem. So yeah, that's what I'd recommend all the Polos. The DSGs are fine. Just treat them with respect. Let them warm up a bit before you rag them. Except don't rag it for too long, because they do get very hot, these gearboxes. So yeah, just be careful with them, man. But yeah, guys, that was me telling you everything, or the main questions I get asked about the Polo GTIs. And as I know, a lot of people will probably follow me for the Polo GTI, so I only feel like it's right that the only YouTuber actually answers the questions that are most commonly asked on the groups about the Polo GTI. So I hope this has cleared anything up and helped people. I hope the quality was all right with the GoPro. Sorry, Dylan's not here today, so we haven't got the Sony A7, but I hope this video was all right for you guys. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you go and check out DSG mods. Use code GTI group. I made it recently just for the people in the group, but since you guys are watching, you might as well go and use the code as well. All the products are going to be on there very soon, steering wheels, etc. I've just added diffusers to it as well. I also got a GTI blackout pack coming soon as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at DSGPanther, almost at 10k. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.